So, if you saw the last video of me dealing with this PO443, whatever code it is, I can't even remember at this point, but it's the stupid EVAP code. I had changed both the fuel tank pressure sensor, which was giving codes, and the vent valve solenoid, which is the most common problem. Well, guess what? Mr. Check Engine Light. Ding! Right back up, being the pain in the butt that it is. So, since day one, I've had a problem with this car. And it's incredibly difficult to fill it up. I mean, incredibly difficult. Like, the lowest setting, and you gotta jiggle the stupid handle around, and it still clicks like 10 times. It takes me 10 minutes to fill it up. So I got to thinking, if that canister back there is plugged, it may not be venting any fumes at all. So I took it apart and I unhooked the canister and went down and put in 14 gallons full throttle without it clicking once. So, in this particular case, if you have the PO443 EVAP code or 446, whichever one it is, if you have that code and you have a hard time filling up, it's probably going to be this guy. Right there, Mr. Canister Valve, and part number and everything on it, which it comes with a new fuel tank pressure sensor on it and all this other stuff. This is the part number right there if you want to look it up. I got this off Amazon. It's $180, which is a bit annoying because this exact canister for the Tahoe is $43, but it doesn't have the fuel tank pressure sensor on it. So it's in there. If you've watched the last video, then yeah, you know how to get in there. I'll show you how. But we're going to jack it up and take the tire off, and then we'll go from there. Good news is I'm getting fast at this. This is only like the 4th time I've done it. The other good news is I anticipated this crap and didn't put the really hard bolts back in. These two that are under here. So you take your Torx driver right here, I think it's like a T15, and you take 4 bolts out over here, peel this back to reveal our friend up in there. That's only a 10mm. Takes that clamp out. Then we've got a squeezy clamp here. And there's a blue one that you gotta push the tabs up and push the blue thing back, like so. One more 10mm back up in there. And there we have it. One thing I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's fine. We have these bees that like to get up in hoses, and they'll build nests and plug them up. Yeah, it's really annoying, but yeah, that hose is clear. So I've already essentially done an old school mechanic way of testing this stuff. So I know it's this canister right here. For some reason, this thing is plugged. I don't know why, but yeah. Some gets out here, but very, very, very little. So much easier to blow out of this one. This one takes a significant amount of pressure. And yeah, this is the whole problem right here with the fuel problem and everything else. So, and that's that 30-minute job to change that piece, and that was with me fighting the clamp for probably 15 of that. So 15-minute job. Now we take Mr. Code Reader, clear the codes, and we go down and fill up and see if it fills up easy. If it does, I'm pretty confident in saying that code's going to be fixed. Alright, so here's the actual test. So far, so good. I think it's fixed. 13 gallons on the nose, fixed. Alright, so there you have it. If you have the horrible pain in the ass fill up process and you're having the P0446 code, it's going to be your canister there. It's either going to be the vent valve or the canister. So vent valve is cheap. You can change it for like 17 bucks. Canister is significantly more expensive, but so worth it. I'll drive it for a couple hundred miles here, and I'm expecting that code will go away. But yeah, that code has been a menace. It has popped up on 3 different reports on the Carfax, and then I fought it 3 different times. So yeah, royal pain. But that's how you fix it. So catch y'all later.